Titled The Lost Melody. Lila has always loved music from the moment she could remember. Her tiny hands had tried to strum her grandmother's old guitar, even if she barely reached the strings. But life in the small town was not easy. Most people worried about work, bills, and survival. Music was a luxury. Still, Leela never gave up. Every evening, she would sit on the old wooden steps outside her home, humming softly, letting her voice mix with the wind that came down from the hills. The neighbors often shook their heads. Why waste time on singing? They would say no one will ever pay for it. One morning, as Leela hummed her favorite tune, she noticed an old man sitting on a nearby bench. He had kind eyes and a long grey beard, and he listened silently. When she finished, he clapped gently. That was beautiful, he said. Leela blushed. Thank you, but I am not really good. Just just practicing. The old man smiled. Talent is not enough. You need courage too. You are you brave enough to share your music with the world? Leela hesitated. She had never thought of herself as brave. I did. I don't know, she whispered. Sometimes bravery is just starting, he said. You play, you sing, and you let people feel what you feel. That's the true magic. The next morning, Leela found the courage to take her guitar to the town square. She sat up near the fountain and began to play. At first, only a few people stopped to watch. A baker wiping flour from his hands, a child chasing a dog, an old woman with a basket of vegetables. They all glanced at her, curious, but most did not linger. Her hands shook, her voice trembled, but then she remembered the old man's words. You play, you sing, and you let people feel what you feel. She took a deep breath and closed her eyes. She played as if no one was watching. She sang as if the world would vanish around her, and slowly something amazing happened. People started to pass, a shopkeeper leaning against his counter, a man walking his dog, a mother carrying her baby. They all stopped to listen. The music wrapped around them, gentle but strong, and for a moment everyone forgot the worries that weighed on their shoulders. Hours passed, but Leela did not notice. She was lost in the melody, the sound flowing through her fingers, lifting her spirit, and it lifted theirs. By sunset, a small crowd had gathered. They clapped, cheered, and some even wiped tears from their eyes. Why did not you play for us sooner? An elderly man asked. Lila smiled breathless. I was afraid no one would care. Well, another woman said, you were wrong. Your music mattered. It still does. From that day on, Lila became the heart of the town. Every evening she played by the fountain, sharing her songs, her feelings, and her stories. People who had never spoken to each other before started to talk. Strangers smiled at strangers. Children danced. The town, once dull and quiet, now hummed with life and joy. One evening, the old man from the bench returned. He watched her play and then came over. You see, he said gently, Bravery is not about being fearless, it's about sharing who you are, even when it's scary. You did not just play music, you reminded people of hope. Lila thought about everything she had felt, the fear, the doubt, the thrill of seeing people react to her music. She realized he was right. Courage was not something you waited for, it was something you acted on one small step at a time. From then on, Lila never doubted herself again. She knew her music had power, not just to entertain, but to connect, to heal, and to inspire. And in the world that often felt heavy and grey, her melodies became little sparks of light for everyone who heard them. Moral of the story: true courage is sharing your gifts with the world, even when you are afraid. Your talent can inspire, heal, and bring hope to others, but only if you have the courage to use